performance trainer here at the ALS Performance Golf Academy in beautiful Echo Park, Vietnam. So every day we face a couple of issues in the golf swing when we teach. And I'm going to talk about one of the main ones that I see on a daily basis. So even when I talk to the coaches and I ask them about their feedback and what they go through on a daily basis, this is one of the topics that always comes up. So we have in TPR, we've got something called the 90-90 test. So this basically shows you your rotation of your arm, whether you can go past 90 degrees, or how we would say if you can break your spine angle by rotating your forearm back and forward. Now, the reason this is so important is because it's got a specific way, your forearm and your elbow and your shoulders got a specific way it has to be able to load and set at the top of your swing. So a very common thing that we see is that when they take the club up, that elbow flares out, it gets the club very steep, and then from shaft is pointing not down the line, but across the line. So from there, the body's got only one option, that is to throw the club out, dump it out, and then the dreaded chicken wing kicks in, where the arms have got no space to release. So one of those things can cause a lot of problems. So we have to hit them as soon as we can, just to make the life of the coaches easier, and then also to improve your game. So we're going to show you basically what it would look like. So what we'll do is, as we take the club up, the elbow will go out, dumping it out, and that's something we see on a daily basis. So what we want to see at the top, if you can look from down the line, elbow is going to be tucked in, club is going to look like it's pointing behind, and you will see a better connection in the forearms at the top of your swing. So that's only possible if you have good mobility in your shoulder. So I'm going to explain and demonstrate what you should look like. Right? So as you guys can see there, at the top of my swing, the club is not across, but because of my mobility in my shoulder, my hands can set back and my shaft can be down the line. Okay guys, welcome back now to the exercise segment of this video. So this is where we start to work on the muscle fibers, like I said before. How can we start to get the feeling, and how can we start to get more mobility in that shoulder? So we're going to start off with very basic stuff, things that I think you can do at home and that's safe to do. But if you do have any shoulder problems, make sure to go see your doctor and see if these exercises are actually worth doing, right? Because the last thing we want to do is injure ourselves while doing one of these. So what we're going to use is we're going to use a stick, right? So you can use a broomstick at home, anything you can find that's a little longer than a golf club. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start off and see if we can take the stick, plant it on the forearm, lift the elbow so it's aligned with your shoulder. And then from there, we're going to start to make very small rotations, seeing if we can get that stick to align with our spine, or even slowly break it. You guys will see when you stand tall, it's pretty simple. So most people can go past spine angle, but once you go into your golf posture, that is the most important part. So that's where stuff is going to start to feel tight, and you'll start to feel like there's a lot of mobility issues in that area, right? So I would recommend doing about 15 to 20 just to warm up the shoulder blades and the rotary cuff right there. Yeah, and try to see if we can do both sides. Because the right arm would be where you set the club at the top, and then the left arm would be your release. So a lot of people who've got bad left arms, I would say there's probably 70% of people, just because most people are right hand dominant, so the left arm doesn't get as much work. So because of that, then you'll see that the left arm always wants to lift up through impact, because there's no space to rotate through and get the forearms to come and rotate and shut the face. So that type of movement is also very important, and that's why we'll go into our setup and we'll do small ones as well here, just trying to see if we can break the spine angle.